Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be doing the RLCS Global Power Rankings. This is for all the regions around that plays RLCS, and I have notes here. I have made a top 10 previously a few hours ago, made some notes about it, and we're going to go right into it. We have a top 10. I'm going to have also honorable mentions, just because 8 through 12 is really difficult, and I didn't want to just leave people out, so I'm going to start from 1 to 10 instead of going to 10 to 1, because I believe it's easier to rank these top 5 than it is these bottom 5, just because the bottom 5 are closer in skill than the top 5 are. So, with number 1, I have Carmine Corp on my list from EU, consisting of Girali, Atau, and Vatira. And I also am going to be color coding them as regions, so You'll see. The blue is EU, red is NA, purple is Sam, green is Mina. So yeah, I think everybody has this team at top. I think everybody has the same 2 teams as number 1 and 2, just because I mean, the 2 big EU dogs, and I think everybody knows who I'm talking about, and that is Vitality, and that's consisting of Monkey Moon, Zen, and Exotic, which I have done a video on 2 of the 3 of these players. So that's pretty cool. And now my number 3. Some people might disagree with this one. I'm gonna go to NA and have NRG, which is Beast Mode, Daniel, and Atomic. Now I have some people that do put NRG low just because they're really bad RLCS qualifications, going 3-2 in Swiss and losing to some interesting teams, I guess I'll say, but with them winning the regional, 1, 2, making every grand finals from the beginning of last season, I can't put them lower than 3. There is some teams that are 4 or 5. Maybe not 5, but 4 you could maybe put them up. But I have 3 at NRG just because they're so insanely consistent. They have never been outside of a grand final. And at number 4, we're heading outside of the 2 main regions, and it's going to be from Mina, and I am going to be talking about Falcons, which is Rawas, TRK, and Caliers. Coming off the EWC win, FIFA E World Cup win a few months ago, beating France, which was Vatira, Zen, and Exotic. Vatira, Zen, and Monkey Moon. My bad. I need to put Monkey Moon there. This team's damn good. I really am a huge fan of this Falcons team. I've said it multiple times, and they could be a winner. They could maybe compete for this spot. NRG, I feel like can compete for this 1-2 spot, but right now, Carmine Corp, disgusting. Vitality is also disgusting. It's crazy, man. Like, the gap between these teams, I feel like are small but noticeable, you know. And I feel like this season is even more, Mina and Sam, I think, are way more advanced than they were last season, even though we've had a semifinal with 1 region from each, or 4 regions in 1 semifinal. We had EU, NA, Sam, and Mina all in 4. I think it's going to be even closer. I think Mina and Sam are really closing in that gap between the 2 big dogs of EU and NA. So that's why at number 5, I have Furia, Yan, Jufinho, and Lost. Those teams gross. They're definitely the best in South America, but not by far. I'll talk to that or a little bit about that later. They're going to be purple. Furia, they made top 4, multiple top 4s. They made some top 8s. This team's nasty. They're really quick. I mean, there's not too much more to say about them, but I like this team as well, and that's why they're getting that top 5 spot. Number 6. Okay. People might hate me for this one. This is kind of a dark horse, I think people would say, from Mina. And it is Twisted Minds. And this is consisting of Nupo, Rise, which is an import from EU, and Atomic, which is also an import from EU. This team I kind of put really high, but I do believe that they could do good at majors. I think these are the 2 best teams in Mina, clearly. And they're both going to be really dangerous. It's just such a weird team that I don't have a lot of. They could definitely jot down. This is definitely the highest that I feel like anybody would put them. I'm kind of doubting myself actually. Let's scratch it. I don't agree with this. You going to 8. All right, I moved down to 8. I don't know. I don't know what I was on a few hours ago. I don't think they're at 6, but they're really close to Falcons. I don't think they're too far away from this big dog team, which makes it really good because they're really good. Putting them at 6 globally, I feel like is disrespectful to these other two teams. So I have to move them down to 8, man. I was on something when I was looking at this, bro. And number 7, this one is from you, and I have Ninjas in Pajamas, and this consists of Itachi, Nas, and Oski. 3 gross players. All right, everybody here is nasty, man. Like, Nas didn't have a great season last year with that M80 squad. Oski's incredible, and Itachi is major winner, also incredible. That seems really good. They're gonna make majors. They didn't have the greatest regional one, but I mean, they're gonna bounce back from it. They're definitely top 10 team in NA. I don't see people having them outside of top 10. Number 7, we got another EU, and you guys might know who I'm talking about. Gentlemates. This team consists of Seiko, Radosin, and Juicy. Juicy Seiko is gonna be picking up Radosin. That seems to be gross. I don't think they compete with these 2 big dogs. NIP and Gentlemates are really close. Those 2 could be switched around a lot. They went to 7. I think NIP came on top in the first regional, so that's why I have them above. But those 2 could definitely switch. I put Twisted Minds below them because they could definitely beat them on paper, but I feel like those players are too, like, Atomic hasn't proved too much about him. New Pros already and Rise have also, like, proven who they are as players. Atomic kind of has that question mark. He's been to lands, but he hasn't done great at them. So that's why I feel like every single one of these players, maybe except Nas, which he's kind of proved at the EWC. So I have to put them with Twisted Minds. Like, I feel like that's disrespectful. Alright, enough about yapping. Let's go to number 9. Now, we haven't had an A on here, so we're putting an A back, and it is going to be the and it is going to be the Ultimates, consisting of FK, Chronic, and LJ. Now, this team kinda struggled, not necessarily. Some people have them higher. I have them kinda low. They could be switched to Twisted Minds as well. They just didn't show a lot of dominance and whoa, I said dominance. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Dominance in the first regional. I definitely could see them being put higher, even like maybe top 6, maybe a top 5. I see some people putting a top 5, but I mean, it's hard. Like, all 3 of these players are really talented, especially LJ. I think LJ is really overlooked. People pass by on him because he's only made top 8s at lands, but he's an incredibly fast player, smart, mechanical. Like, I think he'll be a key factor. Chronic will also be a key factor in this team. I could see them being bumped up to like 6, but I do have them at 9. But I feel like after this regional, if they prove me wrong, they could definitely get bumped up. And before I do the number 10, I want to do my honorable mentions of teams who have not made the top 10. And I have 3 honorable mentions. First, I'm going to do Genji, which is Reddles and Magic Bear and Cheese. This is my team. Unfortunately, I do not think they are top 10 level, especially after that 3-1 lose that lead. I don't want to talk about it. I don't think they're a top 10 team, so that's why I have them outside here in the honorable mentions, but not in the top 10. Second team I want to include, SSG. This one was really hard. I kind of bounced them up and down here, but the team could be up here. Like, they're gross, but they're so young, so their ceiling is so high, but their floor is abysmally low. Like, they lost with some pretty bad teams because they could play really bad and really good. It really depends on the day. If they fix that consistency problem, they could easily be top 8, maybe even past the ultimates. I was kind of debating putting them above the ultimates. They made grands in the NA. Like I feel like I'm leaving them out. This one's hard. Like they could squeeze in a top 10 here. We're gonna leave it at that. SSG could honestly shoot up these power rankings with if they even get a top 2 again. I'm gonna put them up above ultimates. It's hard. And then for my last honorable mention, some people might be heartbroken about this. Wild card. This is OCE's best team: Fever, Tarsos, and Banana Head. This is the old power roster from last year. This one's tough because I feel like when I release this 10th one, people are gonna be upset. But I have wild card OCE number 1 right outside. I have them kind of 11th. I feel like they're just gonna do same thing as last year. Lose in the last match before getting the playoffs. So number 10. Now, if you look at these honorable mentions and then look at the top 9, who are you thinking I have not number 10? The color I'm going with is be purple. That's because Team Secret. This is another dark horse. Secret and Twisted Minds are kind of my dark horses, okay? Hear me out. Mata, KV1, and Swift is the team. They play Furia really close last regional. Like I think they got to 7 with them, and I feel like they can compete in top 10. I also see SSG getting thrown up there. I see Wildcard getting thrown up there. I see Twisted Minds this is kind of the highest I think Twisted Minds can be put. I see some people don't even put them up here, which that makes sense. Like this top 5, I feel like a lot of people are really close. Like I feel like the top 5 is kind of set. You can maybe switch like Furia and we bumped on Furia to 6. Maybe put NRG up there. Maybe Falcons up there a little bit. But like below top 5, there was so many teams that could just swap, and I believe that, right? It's really difficult. Yeah, that's my global power rankings. We have 4U, 2 Mina, 2 Sam, and 2 NA. Wow, bad looks for NA, but as I was saying, Mina and Sam have been getting really good. I feel like people are overlooking that. They are getting really good at competing with these top dogs, top 2 regions. And yeah, that's my power rankings. Comment down below how bad you think these are. Make sure to watch the video and watch my explanations before you comment on things. But anyways, let me know your top 10 global power rankings below. Let me know if you agree with any of these hot takes that I have, like Twisted Minds or Secret. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe. It really does help a lot. And I will see you guys in the next video.